Alright, fellas, today's topic, we're going to talk about the CJ5 Jeep. What do you know about it? I know it has a 304 V8. It's got a 3-speed manual. Oh yeah, it's got a winch on it. I don't know anything else. That's about all I got. Alright, so let's just move along. It's red. Oh, I do know that. It's red. Alright, so we're going to go into the main topic, the real topic now. And we're going to talk about some cars. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to get y'all from the other side. We'll start with the newest car that I just picked up, and that is the 2006 Mustang GT Premium. I put the wheels on, so I do have the factory wheels for it. It is in 4-wheel drive stance, guys. 4-wheel drive. Yes, it is. Don't know what I'm doing yet, so that's why it's staying like that until I figure out what I want to do with this car, because I've got a couple options. So, and watch the video if y'all see something, whatever y'all think, give me your idea of what y'all thinking, and we might look at going that route, because it will be decisions of the other cars that you see in the background of what we do to those. So here is, I picked this up about a little over a month ago, and it's in really good shape. It was a one-owner car. The interior's dirty, the car's dirty. Texas weather's been rainy. But here's an interior shot. You can see the little tear in the seat. But steering wheels, everything looks good in here. Back seats look pretty good. And let's see if I can find, I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how to pop the trunk right now. And I have a 2010 also, so whatever. Alright, let me see. I got it. Guys, I got it right there. Boom. There we go. Okay. Hey, look at the color difference too. It's like for some reason it's red. Remember back in the day with the silver? The silver would always, on the roofs and stuff like that, the clear coat would start peeling off. Well, that's what this red is actually. Seems like it's doing. Whew, I ain't opened that up in a little bit. Alright, so this has got the Mach 1 system. Mach something system, whatever it is. Shaker system. Sorry. Shaker system. I know my cars, but oh yeah. And it's got that custom door panels. They are known to do that. And I wish they'd fix that. Alright. So let's go here. Alright, so here's my deal. Alright. The wheels on this car don't look that good. I like the Belgian wheels. Don't get me wrong. Though they don't do it for that car. Or it just could be because it's in 4-wheel drive. Looks like I got about a 4-inch lift kit on there. I ordered it custom like that, so you know, it is what it is. Alright. And just a heads up, by no means, nobody sponsors my videos. They were right here. They were my engine builder on my 2010. And it was nothing to do with their problem. It was actually running really good. I will show you the engine. The engine is back. I had another shop local to me just go ahead and fix it because the timing was set off wrong. So it did break a gear. Or, I'm sorry. Cams actually were off on a tooth and stuck my valve into one of the pistons on the driver's side. So all new pistons went in that car. Alright, let's go ahead and stay here. Alright, so I do like the road course. Not real big into the drag race. I will go play on the street, stuff like that. So I do like the power. So even if I'm not on my street car, I'd like to have the power. So that's why I said here's some of the questions. Either keep this for a street car and maybe do a little bit of stuff to it, lower it, just clean it up, tint the windows, tint the tail lights. Already put the MagnaFlow exhaust on it, and maybe do some headers and just a cold air, or supercharge it and just keep it for street driving. Or do I go ahead and just say throw the headers on and the cold air intake, coilovers, strip out all of that interior, throw a set of race seats in it, harnesses, 4-point roll cage, and different wheels and tires. I would actually probably go to the GT500 wheels and tires, or the wheels, and run Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s at the track, or Nittos, whatever which one. I'm going to find out which ones will last me the longest. I want some life on them. And this way here, this would be the cheaper car to actually go out and track. And so as of right here, let's go ahead and move over to this one. This will not be a road course car. This will actually be That one right there will actually be the miles per gallon. Miles per gallon? Yeah. All right, so that's what that car is there for. I've had that car since 2010, and it was brand new when I bought it. Right now, it's just sitting on these wheels. These are the SVEs, and they are on my track tire. Those are the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, as you see. 305, 30, 19 on the front, and you can actually see the way this car's sitting. There is no motor in this car, so that is one of the reasons why it's in four-wheel drive mode. And I've got the factories on the back right now from the 2006. So they're just sitting there. Like I said, this is a full interior car. Leather is aftermarket. It was factory, but aftermarket. My car was a cloth. It was just a base model. This dent right here, that was a 2.3 blower off of a GT 500 stuck on there with a green belt, and popped the belt, popped a good dent inside the hood. So that was part of it. Now it's sitting with the turbo, and I will sell the turbo kit. It was a custom kit. It would need modification because you're probably not going to do it the way mine was set up, so there would be some changes you'd have to do to it. But it's a comp turbo, and it's a big comp turbo, so if anybody's interested in a big comp turbo and the rest of the piping, the hot side comes from shorty headers and comes around on the driver's side, back around. I can take more pictures and details. Hit me up in the comments if you are interested in that turbo kit, and maybe we can work something out. If you have a 2010 with a Vortex supercharger or a Pro Charger or something like that, we can most definitely probably work something out on the trade. Because I actually like superchargers better. I know we can go faster with a turbo. I'm not looking at being it's a 2010. I'm not going out there to try to think I'm going to go break a record for the S197 class. That's why you got the Coyotes out there. Those are the cars that are moving. S550s are kicking butt. So that one, it did good. When I broke that belt, I actually smoked a freaking Hellcat. Probably partly driver mod for that Hellcat owner. Sorry, Uncle. I'm sorry. It was probably driver mod. Because you were used to driving a 1992 Z28 and being able to punch the gas to the floor. And guess what? It got traction and went. 707 horsepower? Not so much. So you lost and your car flooded. So now you don't have it no more. Now you're driving Porsches. So you'll be all right. You can punch some gas on those. All right. So back to the back to the statement was, make this a road course car, and this now has LTH headers, Steeda H-pipe, Steeda MagnaRide springs, Steeda Ultimate sway bar on the front, Steeda sway bar on the back, and let's see, and none other than Palm Beach Dyno tuning my cars. Trevor's actually tuning that car, and it's actually running really, really good on the 93. Have not swapped over to my ED5 yet. I was going to today, but I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have been able to go and get some data logs because of the weather. All right, so 2019. This is a Performance Pack 2, and yes, before you bust my chops, that is a Performance Pack 1 spoiler on the back of it. I like it better, so I ended up putting that on, and then I added the Z01 add-on on the back, which I actually like. I don't remember if I posted the video or not. I talked about it, but I'm going to add one more of those screws, because if you look here, everything is supported good. Right here, it just seems, I understand they were doing it so that you didn't have too many bolt holes, but I'm going to go ahead and add another one. Just give it some more support, because I am going to be tracked. I will be at Eagle Canyon Raceway on February 22nd and 23rd weekend, and that, my uncle, his first time out, he took a GT3 RS. This time here, he's actually taking a Porsche Cayman Club Sport car, so strictly track car. All right, so my question would be is if I make the 3-valve, if I make that 2009 my road course car, I have the ability now, especially after watching David's video, 20,000 miles on his car, and his ticking engine looked great underneath there, because for one, I do religiously believe in what he said on oil changes, because I actually do it too. I actually was running one brand of oil, and I am actually swapping oils. On this car, it's not going to be on. I've usually ran Roll Purple. Nothing against Roll Purple. Never had an issue. All right, so let's talk about this one real quick while we're on the Roll Purple subject. When we pulled this motor apart, it actually looked really, really good. This is my 3-valve. It's steel block from MMR. I got it back, not from MMR, some local speed shop around here that rebuilt the motor. New pistons, everything else. New pistons, rods were good. Just a few other little things just to get it right and blueprint and balance back up. All right, so now back to the subject at hand, and you can actually see it. I am going to start running this oil here. It's quite a bit cheaper, and watching, let's see, is that the farm project or something like that? The Parts Farm or not Fart, the farm project or something like that. That guy, he does a lot of testing on the oils, and that one's way up there on the technology, man. It's like, it did really, really good against a couple different oil brands. And all right, so this car right now has the brand new set of SVE wheels that I just picked up off of LMR's, one of their show cars, their shop cars or whatever. So thank you, LMR, because I got a pretty good deal off eBay on those. No, not sponsored. So they weren't free. I did pay for them. But I ran across the whole set on their deal, and I bought these tires from another guy out in the other side of Texas and picked those up. And it looks so much better with those wheels with that shocker yellow. And that white stuff right there is just so, I just got the tires mounted yesterday. And I wanted to see what they look like on my dirty car. Every car is dirty right now. Weather's not done good. Even sitting in the shop, they're dirty. Fox body, I'm thinking of sticking 4-lug. It's not getting coyote swap. I think it would cool, but at the same time, it doesn't matter what I do to it. I honestly wouldn't drive it on the street all the time. I would want to just take it out, take it for a cruise, maybe drive it to work every once in a while. And to put a coyote swap motor into it, to spend the money on it, to do that, I would think that would be more, it would be needed to be more dailier. And this is not going to be a daily to me. It's kind of like that 1996 version of me when I was 16 years old, and my dad wouldn't let me have one. So, so that's the version that I'm kind of keeping it towards. I remember a guy had a white one in my neighborhood, and done some stuff to it. I don't even know what was all done to it. Just had a nice sound, had a cam, I know that, but he'd leave out, get it all sideways and everything else. It was cool watching. So that's here kind of what I'm looking for on this. So probably a top end kit, and just keep it clean. A nice set of probably 17-inch wheels and tires. Give me some depth on the back, because it don't have a full-on 4-wheel drive look, but it does have that. Wow, that's a lot. Don't like that. It's kind of like this one right now with the factories. This car, if you actually find some video of this one, you can actually find the video or previous of where I did race that Hellcat. It is on my YouTube channel. Let's see. This one's been around for a while. See, there's some of the, there you go. There's some of the piping. I believe some of this piping is from a Helion kit. I did turn around and do a bumper exit. It can be set up to go both ways for bumper exit, or you can tie it back into the back if somebody decides they are interested in wanting a turbo kit for their car and have a supercharger kit complete for complete. I don't want anything that's not complete. This one here is not mine. This one here is this is my son's car. He is 20. He's had Mustangs quite a while now. He started with the V6s. He actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, his first one was a red V6, like that. But it was a V6. And then he what did he do to that red one? I don't remember what he did to the red one. Got rid of the red one, and then later on he bought a black one, V6 still. And later on he bought a white 2011 Mustang GT. Hell, he put 40,000 miles on it. And I know how he drives. He's 20 now, so 40,000 miles on a 100,000 mile car, and it was still running and driving. It had a little lifter tick, and when we sold it to somebody, because we didn't feel like messing with it, so we let them have it for a good price just to get it out of the way, because he had this car and he needed something else to more daily. A couple weeks ago, he had the windshield get smashed out of it. Something off the freeway kicked up, so he's doing some cleaning. That's why the hood's off right now. There's nothing wrong with the hood. It actually caught the windshield, and I don't think you're gonna see it. Yeah, you see the little scuffs right there. That was the metal up there. Oh, and it caught that right there. So he's just going to live with it, because there's no need to try to claim it. Can't afford to claim it like that. Especially 20 years old driving a Mustang. Insurance is already stupid. So, and he's not on my policy. He's on his own policy. But I don't think he's not actually, I know for a fact he has not claimed anything. And this kid's actually wrecked a Malibu and just had to eat $5,500 after wrecking that Malibu. So he's learning. I'm teaching him. I don't buy his cars. I helped him on one car, and that was it. And after that, it's on him. He has to do the legwork, and he has to do whatever he needs to do. So props to him. 20 years old. That's his car. I'm trying to get him to start doing a YouTube channel with that car. And because he does go out and play. You can see it. It's sitting on Big and Littles. I mean, hell, he's out playing. He's actually raced a Hellcat with that car. Raced a Hellcat and won. So it's all about treeing somebody for one. Alright, so in the comments below, I'm about to end this video, but in the comments below, do I put a supercharger kit on this car, keep it streetable, lower it down on just springs, and I have it's not a Department of Boost kit, but it's actually it's got the Roush manifold, and I'm running the 1.9 blower, and I can throw it on this car leave it to stock, headers, and that blower that used to be on this car, but 1.9, not 2.3. Keep it stock, do that. Lower it, maybe go powder coat the wheels a different color. I'm kind of digging the charcoal color, or leave them bronze, however. But lowered, I think it'll look 10 times better. Or do I go coilovers, cold air, headers, and strip all the interior out, roll cage it, and take it to the road course, and then go ahead and add I'm leaning towards Vortec on this car. So that if I do anything to this car, I'm leaning towards the Vortec. I'm not going to do Pro Charger. Don't want to mess with that. I don't like how far it's away from how far it's pulling the belt. So it will be Vortec, Paxton Vortec, probably Vortec, and Kinetic Motorsports actually sells it's a bolt that goes through the crank, and it opens up to where it kind of gives it a little bit more support. So that might be if I do it, I'm going to add that to it while I'm in there. Go ahead and do the timing gear and timing gear and oil pump gear. Whew, I'll get it out. All right, so oil pump gear, timing gear would be getting done. I already have them, so might as well, because I twin turboed my 2018, which you can see in the video below, and I was going to put it on there, but I didn't even leave it turboed. I actually ended up pulling the turbo kit off, traded that car in, and ended up going into this car, because I traded that car for a different car, didn't like it. Traded that car for this car. So shout out to the dealerships that made money off me for doing that. So got to keep the economy alive. So I'll take a little L on some money. But I'm happy with this car. It's got 6,500 miles already. I've only had it a few months. The 2018 had 9,800 miles when I traded it in, and I had it a full year. So this car, honestly, don't even know how many miles I've even put on it. It just looks pretty sitting in my garage. Pull it out when I want to. It's just a pretty car. It's like having that model sitting on your shelf, put it up there, look at it. But the cool thing is I can pull it down and play with it whenever I want. So I do like that part about it. There is a review deal, because I was thinking about selling it and I backed down. My wife actually got pissed off at me for talking about selling it. She's like, it's paid for. What are you doing? Leave it alone. But at the same time, we're selling the Jeep. That's going away. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the channel. And there is more content. Give me some feedback. What you want to see on these cars? Which direction you want to do? And if you're a Fox body guy and you know these cars, tell me what your experiences are on what top end kit that you went with, and then like the tuning of it. I'm not real familiar with it. I mean, I don't know if I need to do like the EFI kit up, or I know it needs fuel injectors and stuff like that, which I do have some 24-pound Ford injectors. They might possibly work. I already have them, so that might be a good thing. But if you see anything, or you know anything, and you know any kits, or you know somebody selling some used parts, and it's in good condition, I don't want anything that needs to be fully redone or it's all messed up. So that's that. Another one. Let me see if I got it over here. All right. Let me show you something real quick, guys. For the 3-valve guys, it won't have the cams. It could possibly have the shorty headers. If somebody buys the turbo kit, I have the shorty headers right there. That could possibly go with the car, or with the kit for sure, especially if we make a trade. All right, so these heads are the 3-valve heads. These are MMR stage 2s, and as you can tell, I've already took it by a shop. They said they can be fixed, and that right there could be fixed for not including valves or any of that stuff, but the head. They told me they could fix that head for around, I think it was around $400 if I'm not mistaken. So that would be refilling in all that stuff that's chewed up, take that part out. And the other head's in awesome shape. There ain't nothing wrong with it. So if somebody's interested in those, hit me up. Might be able to make a deal on them. And like I said, it will not have the cams, and it would just be just a set of heads. All this stuff here would be coming off. It'd be a set of heads. So you would need new valves, all that stuff. So it'd be a bare set of heads. You just get it fixed, and maybe we can work something out. Other than that, I'll get them fixed, and possibly they might actually go on the other 3-valve. So thanks for watching, guys.